Hello and welcome back to one of my video. My name is Nicolas. I'm an email marketer for fashion brands. And today, you guessed it, we're going to talk about how to improve your open rate. Open rate obviously is very important in email marketing. That's what drive people to read your emails, see what's going on in your brand, novelties, product launches, offers, and what's on. So we're going to speak about why it's important to improve the open rate, what factors in the open rate as well, what influences it. And I'm going to give you some tips about how to improve the open rate based on different factors and things that you can improve. And hopefully that you'll find it useful. You will be able to also improve your open rate. I usually try to get a 45 to 55% open rate. Counting in the auto open from Apple. So let's dive into it. So why is it important to improve your open rate? Well, first of all, the more people will see the main message if they open the email, right? So sometimes when you see the subject line of an email, you do have a sense of what's going on, right? But in fashion, usually it's very visual, so you don't really know a lot about the subject line. So it's important for people to open it. And also, the more people opening the email, the more will actually click on it, right? So it's important for people to open the email, to go back to your website, which is eventually what you want them to do. It's also very good for domain authority. So domain authority is basically your domain saying to Gmail, Hotmail, Outlook, whatever, that your website is not a spam, it's not a bad website, it's not anything bad. So it gives you more chance into the inbox or the promotion tab, and it avoids you getting into the spam part of the inbox, which is what you don't want, because once you get into spam, it's very difficult to get out of it. So what are some factors that influence the open rate, right? So these are the main factors: the segmentation, which is who do you send the email to, the sending times, which is when do you send it, the headline, subject line, which is the main message that you see in the inbox, the preview text, which is the second message, and the domain authority, which we talked about previously. So here is how you can improve your open rate. So first of all is learn to segment better. I see a lot of brands when I do audits that send the newsletters to the whole list. They don't exclude anybody. They don't segment it. They don't make specific campaigns for specific people. So the first tip is about segmentation. So you should exclude non-engaged and bounced users, right? So non-engaged are people that haven't been engaging with your brand, whether it's opening an email, visiting your website, buying for a certain time. So I usually exclude people who haven't opened the email or been on my website the last 6 months and haven't bought anything in the last 12, right? So it gives me a good bunch of people to exclude, because I don't think people will engage with my emails. So if they don't open it, it will influence my open rate. I don't want that, so exclude them. I exclude bounce users. So bounce users are people who, as it says, have their email bounced because they don't have their email anymore, they deleted their accounts, whatever, right? So I just exclude them as well, because they won't be recovered anyway. I also send more campaigns to different segments. So instead of sending one big email to one big list, I usually tend to send 2 to 3 emails to 3 different segments and making it more relevant to each segment. As I just said, like, avoid the one campaign for all. I prefer to send micro campaigns to micro segments rather than one big generic one to one big segment. keep it relevant, right? So if you're going to send more campaigns to more segments, you need to find what makes it relevant to the specific segment. There's different sending time as well. Obviously, like the main issue with open rate might not be that people see your email in the Xbox in the inbox and don't open it. The majority of the time is that they don't see the email because they receive a bunch of newsletters, so they can't really see it. So test different sending times, like days and hours. Is it better to send Wednesday afternoon, Thursday morning, on the weekends? That's something that you need to test out. Analyze which time gets you the most open within the first 2 hours, right? Because it's very difficult for people to open it 6, 7, 8 hours afterwards, because they would be receiving more emails within that time. So your email will be much lower in the inbox. Understand if there are different behaviors by segments. So let's say that, do people in my client list open the email at different times than my recent subscribers, for example? Test different hooks and copies. So that's about the headlines and the subject line and the preview text. So be creative with copywriting, right? So the best thing you can do is go into your inbox now, check the newsletters you've subscribed to, and see which one catches your attention. Like, what are specific words, emojis, things like that really gets you the eyes on it. Understand what attracts the user. Is it like specific wording? Do product launches attracts more users? Do educational content attracts more the user? Differentiate your campaign types as well. Like, don't always do about products. Do product launches, educational content, blog things, and always visualize the inbox. So as I said, go into your inbox, check your newsletters that you receive, and see what catches your attention. So like this, get a screenshot of your inbox and see, okay, so what makes me interested in opening the email? Is it a longer headline? Is it a preview text? Is it an emoji? Things like that. So really understand what gets your attention to then apply it to your own campaigns. Be careful with negative metrics, right? So negative metrics are obviously unsubscribe rates. So understand who unsubscribed. Are there recent clients? Are they recent subscribers? Are they past clients who haven't really been engaging with the website? Make sure the spam rate isn't above 1%, right? Because above 1%, it's kind of tricky. The domain authority might be impacted. So make sure it's not above 1%. Don't forget to exclude segments. That's something we touched on the segmentation one, but very important to exclude non-engagers, clients of a long time, people who haven't been on the website, bounced users, things like that. And some additional tips as well. Check out the link activity. So in Klaviyo, you can get into your campaign, you can check the link activity. So you can check, where do people usually click? Do they click on the main CTA? Do they click on an image? Do they click on another link? You can also check the deliverability by inbox type. So Gmail, Outlook, Hotmail, etc. And kind of understand what is your, is there a big difference between Hotmail and Gmail? Or is it like same thing everywhere? And check how many people get Apple Auto Open. So in Klaviyo, you can check how many people do actually get the Auto Open, and you can understand, like, okay, so from these people, These are auto open, so they don't really count in my open rate. So what is my actual real open rate, right? Is it more like 30%, 35%, 40%? And for me, like everything above 45% is a good open rate. And obviously it depends on the campaign, the content, etc. But usually I try to get above 45%. And hopefully you get something like this. So a good open rate, a good click rate, a good bounce rate. So obviously you won't get 20% click rates every time. This was a very specific campaign for very specific segments. But obviously these metrics kind of help you get a good domain authority, and will help you, reach more people, reach more inboxes, reach more promotion tab, and get very few spam. So I hope that this video was helpful for you, useful as well. I hope that now you know how to improve your open rates. You know what impacts it as well. You will know how to segment better, test out new subject lines, new preview texts. If you like the video, please give it a like. I'm trying to help as many people as possible within this fashion space for email marketing. Subscribe to the channel. Get in touch at 721.co. We just launched our new website, new email marketing packages. So if you want to work with us for your email marketing, they'll reach out to us. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.